All right, welcome chemistry students. In this lesson, we are going to be looking at chemical equations, and in particular, we should be able to identify reactants and products from a chemical equation. And so what you're looking at here are chemical equations are made up of reactants and products. Reactants react to form products. So here we have reactants, and then there's an arrow, and then products. So we have reactants, they form, or they don't form, they react together and then they form products. All right. And so here we have ammonia, and it's reacting with hydrochloric acid, and then it produces a product, ammonium chloride. This is sort of like if you have a recipe. You have all your ingredients. You can think of them as being your reactants. So if you're making cookies, you have flour, sugar, chocolate chips, and they react, and then your product would be a cookie. All right. In this case, this is ammonia hydrochloric acid. They react and they form and they produce ammonium chloride. Here is another example. Here we have hydrogen and we have oxygen, and these are reacting together and they form water. Okay, and so that's all you have there. So the next thing that you need to look at is the assignment. And here I gave you in questions 1 and 2, I just asked you to identify the reactants and products. And all you have to do is slide the reactants over to reactants and products over to products. And that's the same thing with number 2. And then as far as number 4, 5, just number 4 and 5, I want you to write an equation. So I'm going to give you an example problem here. And the example problem is that magnesium and iron 3 chloride react to form iron and magnesium chloride. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to do this. Unfortunately, I just left my work in there. So what you're going to do is you're going to simply write the words. All right. So magnesium and iron 3 chloride react. So if these two things react, then they must be reactants. Then reactants come before the arrow. So all we have to do is write in the terms as they appear. So magnesium, and then when we see the word and, we just simply write a plus sign, okay? Iron 3, and actually that goes right next to that, iron 3 chloride. All right, and then we just need to put that before the arrow. And so if you hit this little box here, that allows you to move that. Also shrink it so that it fits where you need it to fit. And there you go, magnesium and iron 3 chloride, or magnesium plus iron 3 chloride. And these are the reactants, so they react. And when they react, they form or produce or yield iron and magnesium chloride. So all we have to do here is write in iron, and then you see the word and, we use the plus sign, magnesium chloride. All right, and that's all we have there. And so we'll move this and make it where we can see it on this side of the arrow. And sure enough, we are done. And so we have our reactants, our magnesium and iron 3 chloride. And then on the other side of the arrow is pointing to our products. It is iron plus magnesium chloride. And later on, we will be writing the chemical formulas for each of these instead of the words, and we'll develop our own chemical equation. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope this helps.